Это новый лагерь для российских военнопленных «Захид-2».
This is the new camp for Russian prisoners of war, Zakhid 2. Due to the large number of Russians who have surrendered, Ukraine is forced to open new places for holding prisoners of war. As stipulated by Geneva Conventions, the new camp is located in the deep rear. Now there is the first group of Russian prisoners of war being held here, waiting for the day when the Russian Federation will remember its soldiers and request their exchange. The Ministry of Justice of Ukraine has already created the necessary conditions of detention in the camp in accordance with the Geneva Conventions. Due to the ever-increasing number of Russian military armies in the Ukrainian captivity, repair work has begun on previously unused accommodation rooms as well as common areas. There are no prison chambers in the camp. All prisoners of war live in large rooms without bars, which comply with the norms of international humanitarian law in terms of space, lighting, air volume, humidity, and temperature. Instead of tight bunks, each prisoner of war has his own bed and a bedside table for his personal belongings. 3 hot meals a day are organized for prisoners of war. The ration of food for one prisoner strictly complies with the standards according to the resolution of the Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine number 413 and includes fresh bread, meat, fish, pasta, pea, wheat, barley, corn groats, potatoes, a large number of vegetables and tea. Each prisoner of war is weighed regularly to monitor weight changes. Their health is observed by doctors. The camp's medical unit has his own general practitioner, surgeon, physiatrist and sanitary staff. Similar to the camp Zakhid 1, the new camp has its own dental office and X-ray procedure room. If it is necessary to involve doctors of other specializations, prisoners of war are taken to a civilian hospital in the nearest town. The hygiene of prisoners of war is especially important. All newcomers to the camp first pass through the bathhouse, receive new clean clothes and a set of underwear. The camp always has hot water and separate shower areas. POWs can get a haircut and shave in the barbershop. Their clothes and underwear are regularly washed in the laundry. All areas of the camp are heated. The boiler equipment is new and was installed 2 years ago. There is a functioning Orthodox chapel in the territory of the camp, which is also visited by a local bishop. After the renovation and installation of the necessary equipment, the prisoners of war will be able to call home via IP telephone. They can already receive and send letters and receive parcels, as well as there will be a store open soon where prisoners of war will be able to buy cigarettes, food and hygiene products. Ukraine complies with the norms of international humanitarian law and the requirements of the Geneva Conventions, having created human conditions for detention of Russian prisoners of war. Not only observers of the International Committee of the Red Cross, but also representatives of other international human rights organizations and journalists from around the world have access to prisoners of war. Ukraine calls on the Russian side to also unconditionally follow the commitments undertaken by the Russian Federation under the Geneva Conventions and to ensure normal conditions of detention for both Ukrainian military and civilian hostages in the Russian captivity.